Hi, today I'm going to be reading, at least starting my reading of the book of Enoch. And I'm very excited about this because this is the book, when I read it, it took me back out of the world insofar as seeking things that would make sense to me as I live in this physical body in a physical world and trying to, because I've always known that there was more to it. There was a spiritual nature about this reality that we were denied knowledge of. And we were given all of these different religions to try to distract us to seek out the true spiritual nature of who and what we are and of this reality. And Enoch, it was the very first thing after I left my pursuit of God because of the way that I was brought up in specific denominations that just, it didn't feel right. And it caused me to reject it initially. And I believe that's its intent and the purpose of it is to bring people in, but to cause us to fall away at the same time. The book of Enoch really spoke to me, and it really, for the first time, tied everything together. It tied my initial foundation in God and Jesus Christ, which I walked away from and sought other avenues of knowledge, and it tied all of which, some of which has some truth. And you'll understand when you hear the book of Enoch why some of those different religions contain truth. It's on purpose. It's to bring you in with that truth and then lead you astray. But the book of Enoch was the first thing that tied all of it together for me and ultimately brought me back into understanding and the truth of Jesus Christ as God in the flesh, who died on the cross and was resurrected and on the third day and then ascended into heaven to be seated at the right hand of the Father. This book, I believe, was excluded from the Bible, whether initially or on down the road, and we were given the story that it was rejected because it wasn't considered prophetic, it wasn't considered divinely inspired. Yet in the book of Jude, he speaks of Enoch and of him being a great prophet. Enoch is spoken of in Hebrews, I believe, and also in the beginning of Genesis when it talks about how the angels came in unto the daughters of man and the Nephilim, or the giants of old, were created. Enoch tells the story of that. So I believe that because of the nature of this book and how it explains how everything in our reality truly is spiritual and God is real, and that he gave us this world to inhabit, but he also created the angels, who you'll see as you listen to me read it, who I believe also had free will. They chose to come down. They chose to leave their first estate, the heavens, and chose to take on physical forms and take from the daughters of man wives so that they could have a progeny on this earth through whom they could rule. But God put a quick stop to all that. So I'm going to read the book of Enoch. It's an amazing book. Please take the time to listen or read it for yourself. And as you can see, I'm very excited, so I'm going to get right into this. Here we go.